Oh, wanna change your life? Come see me, yo. I'ma teach you how to build up wealth for your family, not just for yourself. I'm a bestseller, a house flipper, a businesswoman, a go-getter, a big investor, a gold builder that can teach you to get richer like millions, baby. You really about to fill your savings. You about to have multiple streams to pass your children, baby. Let me teach you to get your credit on track in the long run. You'll make it all back at Catalyst and watch it all psychology black on firm, but we ain't all black.
Hey, everybody. What's up? It's your girl, Constance Carter. And happy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't even know what day of the week this is, but it is a beautiful day nonetheless. It is springtime. But this information that I'm going to share with you today is going to be priceless. When I tell you it's going to be priceless. But before we get into it, I want to get into it. Before we get into the information that I'm about to share with you, what I want you to do is I want you to subscribe to the Fly Me. Well, no, actually, subscribe to Constance Carter. Subscribe to I Am Constance Carter, please. Okay. So go to my YouTube page and I want you to subscribe to my YouTube page. That's the first thing I want you to do. And that's at CC the CEO. Okay. First, do that. Second, I want you to go to Facebook and I want you to go to Instagram and I want you to follow me on at I Am Constance Carter. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be distracted, but I'm trying to share this because this program I have is doing something weird and it won't go inside my groups like it used to. But I want you to follow me on Constance Carter on Facebook and Instagram. There we go. Now, listen, you know that every time I come out here to speak, this is a dialogue and not a monologue. So I want you to talk back to me. So I know I have people who watch from all over the world. Put inside the chat box where you are watching from, and I want to shout you out. Okay. That's the first thing I want you to do. Make sure you follow me. All right. Let's get into it. I want to talk to you today about how to monetize your unique genius. What do I mean by that? I want to talk to you about, I'm going to give you some tools. I want to give you some straight up tools and how to monetize or turn your ideas, the thing that's right here. I want you to be able to turn that into a viable business that's going to generate some revenue for you. How does that sound? All right. You like that? All right, perfect. So I want you to be able to take this right here and turn it into a viable business. All right, so let's talk about it. First of all, let's talk about what your passions are, what your goals are, what your dreams are. A lot of people, 84% of Americans are working in jobs that they no longer that they don't enjoy working in. Most people who went to college, unfortunately, I didn't go to college, but most people who went to college, they ended up getting a degree and they're doing something that's not in the field that they're even interested in. And so often we allow our dreams to go past us. We don't take advantage. We don't have enough faith in ourselves for whatever reason, right? We might, be stuck. We might have fear of failure, right? Because if you go out there on your own, it's on you. And if you fail, then it's solely squarely on you. So whether you succeed or you fail, guess what? It's on you. So as we have these ideas and we want to do these things, but we're stuck, we're chained to a desk, we're chained to an office, we're chained to people, but we have these things in our mind, we have these ideas in our mind, and we want to push them out to the world, and we can't because we're stuck, because we're afraid of failure. We sometimes might be afraid of success. What does success look like for us? Is it going to take us away from our families? Is it going to isolate us from our friends? What does that look like for us? Right. So first of all, we got to think about the psychology around you stepping out on your own and taking something that's right here, a brilliant idea. And a lot of you have these brilliant ideas. I love the fact that so many people have these brilliant ideas because unfortunately for me, I'm not the big ideation person. I'm not the big idea guy. That ain't me. I'm an executor. But I know that you guys, are so many of you guys that have these great ideas. A lot of the things that I've done have been based solely on the suggestion of somebody else. So the books that I've written have been based upon the suggestion of somebody else. Some of the shirts, I have shirts that I sell, these conversation tees, they were based upon the suggestion of somebody else. And I have, I think, 20 revenue streams that I monetize on in one way or another. Now, every revenue stream is not making me thousands or millions. Some can make me pennies, but I have ideas that I have that generate some form of revenue for me. So I have t-shirts. This is a t-shirt, Catalyst Real Estate. All of our agents, we wore these proud. I have books. Book The Secret of Breaking the Broke Code. This is a bestseller. It generates revenue every month. I sell real estate that generates revenue every month. I own a mortgage company that generates revenue every month. I also teach and coach other people to do the same thing. I have an online community. That's money that comes in my sleep based upon, that's a thing, the idea that I have in my mind, right? So I have all this experiences. I have all these experiences. I know how to write books. So guess what I do? I have a training on how do you write a book? So everything that I do, I know how to sell real estate. I know how to invest in real estate. So I created trainings around selling real estate, around investing in real estate. I have a marijuana dispensary. I didn't do a training around that, but I have a training around investment. I invest in stock. I have trainings around investing in stock. So there's something that you do very well. And it doesn't have to be, it could be something so simple. You might speak Spanish. You might have a way that you speak to, little kids. I don't know. You might know how to do basket weaving underwater and a unique way to do it. Guess what? Somebody will pay handsomely for your knowledge and for your information. Okay. So that's the first thing that you have to do is you got to think about what it is, that thing, that idea, the big idea, or that passion, or that purpose work that it is that God has gifted you with. Okay. So what's that thing that you want to do? What is the thing that you want to do? So for example, I have a community. So my passion and my purpose has always been to help people. I love helping people. And that's what helps me get up at night. And, Jim Rohn says, if you no, it was Zig Ziglar said, if you can help one person become successful, then you too become successful. So my life's work has always been about helping people to become successful, whether in real estate, whether in business, whether in life. Okay. That fulfills me. That gives me joy and great pleasure. So the real estate piece, I've helped thousands and thousands of people build their wealth portfolio through real estate. That's been grateful. That's been very satisfying for me. Okay. So what is that thing that you do, or that passion that you have that's on the inside of you, that it can be monetizable? It could be something that you turn into something else. So what is that thing that you do that you really can't, that you could do in your sleep? I didn't realize that real estate is such a hard subject for so many people. It comes to me like this. Loans, lending, mortgages come to me like this. Credit, love credit. I'm obsessed with it. It comes to me like this. So for me, I created trainings to help other people to understand it, because I understand it very well. And the way I teach is my teaching is so simplistic that I break it down in a way to where a kindergartner can understand what it is that I'm saying. Not too simple, right? But not complex at all, because a lot of people will break things down in a way that's way over your head. I've been in a lot of situations where people are talking, people like to sound intelligent rather than liking to get across the information that people need to hear. My good friend Les Brown said one day, tell people what they need to hear, not what you want them to know. And also, here's my part, convey it in a manner that's understandable in bite-sized pieces so that people could understand what it is that you're trying to say. So what is something that you do well that you think that you might be able to generate passive income from? Think about that. And if you can, type it in the chat. Because listen, here's one thing that you need to understand. Even if you type it in the chat and somebody else does it, somebody's going to steal my idea. 1 million people could have your same idea, but what God gave you is for you. And you always need to understand that nobody can take away that's a gift that God has given you. So what is that thing that God has given you that you could do for free, possibly, but there's a possibility that you can monetize on it. So I want you to think about that right now. What is that thing that you can do that you would do for free? That's a possibility that you can monetize. See, a lot of people, they don't even want to go that route because they don't know. They have an idea, but maybe they're stuck. They don't know how to execute it. They don't know how to do all that stuff. So the first thing you have to do is you have to think about the idea. Okay. The second thing you need to do is let's write down some ideas of why am I the authority on this particular idea? So if I think about a training that I did on real estate for rookies, why am I the authority on it? Well, because I was a rookie real estate investor, and some of the things that the pitfalls, I've lost a lot of money when I started investing in real estate. But what can I do right now? What are some things that I could avoid? What some things that I did that I could help others avoid? So I think about, okay, this is why I'm the authority, because I've had experience in buying and selling a lot of real estate properties. So for you, what is that thing for you that makes you the authority in that thing that God has gifted you with? Okay. Number 3 is you need to identify why people need to hear from you. No. Before we go there, you need to identify who your target is. So I have the Net 7 Collective. It is a 12-week cohort of women from all over the country, Black women from all over the country. And my goal is to help them to close the wealth gap. My goal is to help Black people close the wealth gap. And I do that in several ways. And so I believe in the African proverb that says, when you teach a man, you teach an individual, but when you teach a woman, you teach a nation. And the only way that we're going to close the wealth gap is through a collaborative effort in order to do that. So me personally, I've identified my audience. My audience is Black women between the ages of 25 and 65. Black women who maybe have disposable income. Black women who want to make a difference in the lives of their families and their communities. Black women who, they may be divorced, they may be still married, but they want to do something, and they have a little bit of, they may work in corporate, they may be entrepreneurs, but they're tired, they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. They might be the hero in their family, and they need a place to come and learn and glean from, with a community of women who all share the same goals, all share the same ideals, not ideas, but ideals. So that's my market. That's who my target is. Okay. So I want you, number 3, identify who your target is. So who is your target? And I want you to be so specific with your avatar. We call that your avatar. I want you to be so specific with your target. You know who it is. Is it men? Is it women? If you break it down even more, right? Because here's the thing about marketing. When you market to everyone, you market to no one. That's marketing 101. Okay. So if you're like, oh, I just want to help everybody. No, you need to be very clear and very specific. Doesn't mean that you can't help everybody, but be very clear and very specific on who your target is. Okay. So mine is women, Black women, ages 18 to 65. And here's what they look like. And here's what they do. Here are their habits. I've done all of the psychographics when it came down to me discovering who my audience is and who I'm talking to. So that's what you need to do. So as you are trying to develop this here business, this idea into the business, you need to know who your audience is, what they look like, what their habits are, what they do, okay, and why they will buy from you. Okay. The next thing you need to do is you need to figure out, what are their pain points? What are the things that they need to hear? Okay. So think about, for you, what are the pain points of your audience, or of your target market, of your buyer? What are the things that they have to deal with? What are the things that bother them? What are some things that they have to overcome? So for me, the pain points for the people that I deal with, I coach, are, they're women, they're Black women. They may have an idea. Maybe they're stuck. Maybe they don't know how to get out their idea to the world. Maybe they don't know the technology that it takes in order to get them there. Maybe they don't have the accountability. Maybe they don't have the know-how, the knowledge. They know that they got an idea, but they don't know how to get that idea from ideation to manifestation. So that's a pain point for the people who I'm targeting. What's your idea? You have an idea, but you need to get it to manifestation. You need to get that idea working. Okay. So from your perspective, if you have an idea that you want to bring to the masses, what are the pain points of the person who you want to sell to? Yeah, I got this great idea, but okay, why do they need what you're selling, and what makes you the authority? Why are they going to buy from you? Ask yourself those 2 questions. What makes you the authority, and why are they going to buy from you? Why do they want to? Okay. And then the other thing is, what is in it for me? What's in it for me? So people want to know, what's the outcome? What do I get if I buy from you? What is it that I get? Okay. So you got to think about what is in it for you, or what is in it for your target. Okay. So as a result of them working with you, then they get what? That's what you got to think about. As a result of them working with you. So as a result of them working with me, my target is, at the end of the 12 weeks, I have a 12-week program where I take them from ideation to manifestation. What's your idea? I show you how to outline it. I show you how to I tell you how to create your signature story. I've been blessed to be around some amazing people. Was personally taught by Les Brown, was personally taught by Lisa Nichols. And so I've been able to articulate my story in a very meaningful way. And so what I do, and I was also one of Lisa Nichols' speaker advocate coaches. So I showed her students also how to speak. And so what I've done is I've taken that skill and that technique that she personally taught me, that I help teach her students. And now I help women who have an idea, who want to go from ideation to manifestation. I help them articulate that message in the form of a story so people will buy it. So I help you articulate that story. And then also I help you articulate your pitch. I help you get your pitch ready. Okay. So then we create an outline for your entire training. You record it, you execute it, we create the ecosystem for it, we market, we push it out, we promote it, we launch it, and we market it. So you got to think about, for you, that idea. What are you going to do? What's in it for the person who is going to receive what it is you're selling? How are you going to help them? So after you've identified your idea, right? What that idea is, who are you talking to? Which is your what? Your avatar. Why are you the authority? What makes you the authority on that subject matter? Why are you the SME, the SME, the subject matter expert? What are their pain points? What are the things that bother them? How can't they, what is it that they have that you can address, that you can help them get over? And then at the end, what do they get out of what it is you're selling? Okay. So I want you to think about that. And if there is an idea that you have in your mind, how do you get it from ideation to manifestation? One of the great things that happens inside, so I have what's called the Net 7 Collective. I'm actually getting ready to start my 4th cohort. And the great thing about the Net 7 Collective is we have women, Black women from all over the country, that come together for the sole purpose of building wealth, for the sole purpose of changing their family's life. And inside that cohort, these are the things. So what we've done in the past is I've helped these ladies to be able to, with investment strategies. I help them to start investing in real estate, get on stages, get government contracts, all of those things. But what we've done lately is we really started to focus on what is something unique, an idea that they have that they can start a viable business with. Yes, they're going to get the investment. Yes, they get the real estate knowledge and all that other stuff. But I'm really honing in on this 4th cohort about with what can we take from their idea and help them to start monetizing right away. And so that's what this cohort of the Net 7 Collective is going to be about. This is what we're going to be doing. So I'm taking a group of women and I'm taking them from ideation to manifestation. So if you have an idea in your mind that maybe you want to help women, maybe you want to help people, maybe you want to help the youth, maybe you want to start speaking, whatever that is, that thing that you want to do is, I am helping you. You're going to start your podcast. We're going to put everything together so that you have a viable business, a viable and cohesive business. I'm going to help you record it. We're going to help you put your ecosystem. My team is going to help you put your ecosystem together so that you have a monetizable business that generates passive income when you are asleep. I have what's called the Grow Your Money Club. It is a community of like-minded people that pay $47 a month to get all of my trainings. I have over 30 plus trainings on real estate, on stock, um on investing, on how to write a book, on how to build your business, how to build your business credit. Over 30 trainings inside this community. I have people that watch these trainings all the time inside the community. We go live, we do Q&As every month. And this is something that generates passive income for me. So I want to help you to be able to do the same thing. So if you are a woman, a Black woman, you know a Black woman, and they want to get their message out, they want to be able to build wealth, they want to be able to generate passive income, they want to be able to make an impact on the lives of others. I am taking um I am taking calls for the Net 7 Collective for the fourth cohort next week. I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited in the direction that we're headed. Just, again, their net worths are increasing by 100% on average with the Net 7 Collective. But I'm doing something a little bit different where I want to take your idea and I want to be able to manifest it. So we're going from ideation to manifestation and creating you a viable business, a monetizable business that you can have that generates active and passive income by the time the 12 weeks is over. So if you are a woman, if you're a Black woman, I want you to go to bookwithconstance.com. Go to bookwithconstance.com and book a strategy session with me so that we can actually talk about how we can turn your idea into a viable business. And if you're not ready for that yet, okay, this is for everybody, not just the women, not just Black women, but for everybody. If you are interested in any real estate training, any stock training, any training around how to do your podcast, any training on, I have so many trainings in the Grow Your Money Club. Go to growyourmoney.club. How to make money using AI, how to increase your wealth by accelerate your wealth, how to purchase property as a first-time home buyer, how to make your kids investors, investing in multi-units, how to become a public speaker. All of these trainings are inside the Grow Your Money Club. That's only $47 a month. You get 3-day free trial, $47 a month, and you're inside this community of like-minded people who are just growing and sharing and learning every month. So, if you're not able to schedule an appointment with me on bookwithconstance.com for the Net 7 Collective, I want you to go over to the Grow Your Money Club so that you can also be a part of my community. But this right here is what I am helping. If you're a woman and you want to do the same thing, I'm going to show you exactly what I do that's generating passive income for me every single month. Okay. All right. So thank you guys for listening. Listen, please make sure you subscribe to Constance Carter at CC the CEO on my YouTube channel. And guess what? If you are in or around Washington, D.C., y'all, if you're in or around the Washington, D.C. area, I am hosting my first spring mixer. It's called Get Financially Lit. Yes, I wish I had the flyer. It's called Get Financially Lit, y'all. It's tomorrow at Focus Social Club. I have partnered with Focus Social Club, and I have a bunch of heavy hitters from the East Coast. They're all from the East Coast. And I got Jason White, who does government contracts. He's all the way from Houston, coming to the mixer tomorrow. I got Natasha Leith, who's a celebrity intuitive life strategist. She works with a bunch of different A-list celebrities. She's going to be there. She actually been staying with me. The things that I'm actually sharing with you that I share with the Net 7 Collective, I've shared with Talk to Tosh. If you know Talk to Tosh, if you know who she is, I actually coach her in her business in doing the same thing that I'm going to be doing in the Net 7 Collective. I do one-on-one coaching with her. So Talk to Tosh. Bershawn Shaw, she was one of the housewives of New York, and she's also she's a TV personality, and she is a mental awareness or mental health coach and motivational speaker, life coach. She's going to be there. The business bully I forget his name. Oh my God. He's going to be there also. Dave Anderson, the business bully. That dude is so dope. He all the way from Philly. He was on radio with Steve Harvey and a bunch of other people, but he's going to be there speaking as well. And Brandy Bridget, who I invested hundreds of thousands of dollars with, that helps me to grow my money into compounded interest. She's going to be there speaking as well. So we got all of these heavy hitters, mostly from the East Coast. Jason White is from down south. They're going to be in Washington, D.C. at Focus Social Club tomorrow night, from 6 to 9. It's going to be happy hour from 5 to 8. Come over there, get some drinks in your system, and just network. But the biggest thing about networking is to make sure that you are actually making real connections. And so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow night in DC. If you did not see this video, please go back and watch it, because I've dropped some major gems on how to go from ideation, to manifestation, how to create a viable, monetizable business from the thing that's in your mind. So thank you. God bless you. I love you for real in real life. So thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out with me. Peace.